Welcome back. I'm Pratap here. Today is 15th January 2024. If this is your first visit to our channel, please understand we are providing complete free training on supply demand zone price action course. And you can access all the training videos at our YouTube channel. So at our channel, click on the home page and scroll down to the playlist supply demand zone price action course. So please click on this playlist. You will be able to access all the training videos starting from lesson 1.1 until the most recent lesson, and all these videos are available in an order so that you can go through all the lessons one by one starting from the first lesson. I am also providing all the upcoming videos in this playlist so that you can also access them from this playlist in the near future. I am also providing the link to this playlist in this YouTube video description. So you can go to this YouTube video description and click on the link and directly get into these videos list. Or you can also access all the links to these videos at our Telegram channel. I am also providing the link to our Telegram channel in this YouTube video description. So please make use of this opportunity and strengthen your skills related to supply demand zone price action. Now let us get into the analysis part. So before generating today's stocks near demand and supply zones, let us analyze the high liquidity zones generated in our last report, that is on last Friday. Last Friday we have identified 7 high liquidity zones from daily time frame and 75 minutes time frame. The first one is Glenmark Pharma. This is a daily demand zone. We have fine-tuned this zone, but prices haven't entered into this zone. So narrowly we missed the entry today. And the next one is Crompton. This is a daily high liquidity supply zone. And I have already fine-tuned this zone. But the thing is, this zone is already, the fine-tuned area is already tested once. So that's why it's not recommended to take a trade in this zone. But anyway, prices did not enter into this zone. So we did not get any entry. And the next one is ZNFC. And this ZNFC is moving between two high liquidity zones, high liquidity demand zone and high liquidity supply zone. And the prices did not enter into the fine-tuned area either in the demand zone or the supply zone. So that way we didn't get an entry even in ZNFC. And the next one is Godrej Properties. This is a high liquidity 75 minutes demand zone. Prices did not enter into this zone today. We did not get the entry. And the next one is SAIL. And the SAIL is also a high liquidity zone moving between high liquidity daily demand zone and high liquidity 75 minutes supply zone. So last report we have identified this stock near high liquidity 75 minutes supply zone. We have a drop, base, drop. We have already fine-tuned this zone at 15 minutes and 5 minutes area. In 15 minutes, you have a zone available at this area, a 15 minutes zone. Let me draw. So prices did not enter into this area. Even 5 minutes area also, let us check the quality of this zone. So this is we have a hidden body. If you add a hidden body, this looks like a rally candle. That way we can plan a 5-minute zone like this. So even prices did not enter into this area, but one point you have to remember, actually you did not get entry if you planned if you are stick to the 5 minutes level. But remember, there is one interesting observation I have identified in this stock. There is a high liquidity zone. Within this high liquidity is 75 minutes. But that high liquidity zone is at 1 minute level. There is a 1 minute high liquidity zone identified. See here. Inside 75 minutes high liquidity zone, we have a 1 minute high liquidity zone. We have a drop, base and drop. This is a 1 minute zone. Generally in high liquidity zone, what happens? Keep on new zones will be created. Maybe if it is a 75 minutes, inside 75 minutes, probably a fresh 15 minutes, new 15 minutes will be creating. Because it is a high liquidity area, institutions will keep on adding new orders. When they keep on adding new orders, a new zones will be created. But when it comes to the 1 minutes, you cannot identify any zones below 1 minute. Maybe you may find at half minute or maybe at 25 paisa level, that is a 1/4 minute level, you may find some zones. But at least level we are seeing is at 1 minute level. Actually, we limited ourselves least level at 5 minutes level, but sometimes even we look into 1 minute level if that particular area looks promising. This is one such kind of stock, sale. Let me explain how exactly. Within this 1 minute area, because this is a high liquidity zone, a new fresh 1 minute zones will be creating. When a new zones will be creating, it provides again a new opportunity for us. A new zone is always having a fresh orders, pending orders, fresh pending orders. See here, we have a zone created. Actually here we have one more zone is created like this. This is going to be your entry and the stop loss remains at the top of this. Whatever is there, you have to stick to that. Because it is a 1 minute zone, mostly the risk will be within our manageable level. See here what happened? Next time again it got an entry here. Next time prices went a deep, again it created a fresh zone here. So time being, let me delete this newly created. Let us focus on the fresh zone that is created. This is again a fresh zone created here. See here, the prices are tested. Not only tested, while after testing, again a new zone is created, new 1 minute zone. So that way our entry level is changed, but our stop loss still remains same. Is it within our risk manageable level? Yes, it is manageable level. Again you see a fresh zone is created within this area. Next time again we can place an order within this area like this. And when it is created, today it is created. Today Monday 15th, see prices not only entered into the recently created 1 minute zone area, but again a fresh zone is created. That means again we got another entry, maybe in the upcoming days, again if prices enter into this area, keeping stop loss here, and this entire area is within our manageable level, we can accept the risk. We can accept the trade. But today we got an entry. Let me delete the newly created for time being. Let us think from today's point of view. So the prices entered in the recently created area, fresh zone area. Sometimes you may say, no, this risk cannot be bad, this is more risk. Then what you do? You limit yourself to only this zone. This is a high risk, I agree. But limit, because you can't bear this entire. Why we want to trust this? Because it is the area you keep on creating the new zones. And the new zones are working very well. That is what we have seen. See how many entries. This is the first entry. After that, this is the second entry. After that, this is the third entry. This is the fourth entry. And today, this is the fifth entry. See how many opportunities it has given. And prices pushed into the high liquidity demand zone area. You can keep this high liquidity demand zone area is your target. Even the fine-tuned area, almost it reached. But you can keep your target up to this area, the fine-tuned area. So this is going to be your target. And this is your entry, and this is your stop loss. The stop loss is the original zone, 1 minute zone, the distal line. Because the new zones are keep on creating near this area. Because this is 1 minute area, we keep on increasing our entry level area, and maybe our risk is slightly increasing every time. But okay, it is within your manageable level. If you look from 5 minutes point of view, the risk looks like a very small risk. See, this is a small risk, but see the reward. We got a very huge reward. And where all this price action is taking place, it is taking place inside the 75 minutes high liquidity supply zone area. You may ask a question. Generally, you get a doubt. Actually, we have to fine tune 75 minutes to 15 minutes area. 15 minutes area, again, you have to fine tune to 5 minutes area. There you need to take an entry. This is what you learn. Yes, you have to plan like that. But I also told you one more important point. I don't know how many of you remember. If there is any another high liquidity zone, lower time frame high liquidity zone, you find inside this 75-minute zone, or even if it is daily, inside the daily, if you find any another lower time frame high liquidity zone, directly you can take a trade in that. You need not fine tune. Like from 75 minutes going to 15 minutes, from 15 minutes going to 5 minutes. Such kind of fine tuning you need not do. If you find any high liquidity lower time frame inside the 75 minutes high liquidity zone, or even inside the daily high liquidity zone. Suppose inside the daily high liquidity zone, if you identify a 5 minutes high liquidity zone, you need not fine tune. Directly you can take an entry in that high liquidity zone. Especially the high liquidity zones at 5 minutes area or 15 minutes area or 1 minute area, you can directly take a trade if it is a high liquidity zone. One important characteristic, what is that I explained earlier, high liquidity zones are having the ability to create new zones again and again and again and again. That is what happened in this 1 minute area. A new zone is created. After that, a new zone is created. After that, one more new zone is created. Even today we got an entry. Not only we got an entry, today again, once again it created a new zone at 1 minute area. It is one important characteristics of high liquidity zone. High liquidity zone is having the ability to create new zones, either within the same time frame or within one time frame below or two time frames below. So inside the 75 minutes high liquidity zone, the 1 minute level new keep on creating new area within the same area. That's why we are able to take a trade directly at 1 minute. This is the point once I explained to you earlier in one of the earlier high liquidity zone discussions. Probably the video I placed at our playlist, NeoStock terminology. In that playlist, whatever the high liquidity zone video I explained, probably this point I have explained in that video. If you remember, okay, in case if anybody would have ignored this point, please remember. The high liquidity zone area is having the ability to create the new zones. That's why always we find fresh zones inside the high liquidity zone. Because 1 minute is the least zone we are monitoring. That's why 1 minute, within 1 minute area, again it is keep on creating new 1 minute zones. So that way we got an entry today at 1 minute time frame. Actually 3 opportunities it has given. Morning at, let me go to the 1 minute, you get clarity. This is the first opportunity at 9:15 interval. In case if anybody would have ignored that 9:15 candle. Again at 9:24 candle and 9:25 candle, you got an opportunity to take an entry. And finally it reached the target at 9 o'clock 52 minutes. That way sale has given a profit 19,600 rupees and which is 7.64% ROI. Profit looks very excellent profit 19,000. Why ROI is very less? We could have 19,600 means maybe we might have imagined the ROI could be around 13% or 14%. But why we got only 7.64% return on the investment ROI? The reason is the futures, the cost of the futures, the margin amount of the future is high. It's around 2 lakhs 50,000, something around 2 lakh 50,000 margin amount. So because the futures margin cost is increased, your ROI is decreased, even though the profit looks very good profit. Okay, anyway, this is a little higher than our average intraday ROI. Average intraday ROI is 6.1% and we got 1% higher than that, or 1.5%. So this is one excellent high liquidity, 1 minute high liquidity trade inside the 75 minutes area. If anybody would have observed these points, you would have got a very good profit today on sale. Okay, this is about sale. Now let us go to the next stock, Canara Bank. Canara Bank, we didn't find any fresh 15-minute zone inside the 75 minutes. This is a 75-minute zone. Canara Bank is a 75-minute zone. It's a very old zone. See, 2011, this zone is created from 2011. But the problem is, you have a drop-based drop. But the problem is, you cannot fine-tune at 15 minutes level or 5 minutes level. The reason is the data is not available in TradingView. You have only two options. Either you have to leave this, or recently it is tested, this zone. So in the tested area, is there any fresh 15-minute zone is available? You need to identify. See, within this area, tested area, institutions created any fresh zone, that is what you have to see. So for that, go to the 15 minutes time frame and check. I didn't find any fresh 15-minute zone. So I haven't identified any fresh 15 because it is a ERC. It is also ERC candle. So I couldn't fine tune this area. So that's why I don't want to take a trade. But today prices went and then came down. That is a different story. But without zones, we cannot plan the trades because there are higher chances of violating these zones. So that's why this is not a zone to plan our trade. This is about Canara Bank. And the last one is Zydus Life. And it hit this stop loss. Stop loss is triggered in this zone. First, let me show you. We have a rally-based drop. Most of the times we know if a zone, when a zone will be violated. Most of the times we know. At least 80% scenarios, well in advance we are in a position to identify the zone will be violated or not. But unfortunately, this stock did not provide us any clues. So that's why we have to accept this stop loss. There is no other choice. So this is a very good 75 minutes level, excellent rally based drop. So excellent zone. The moment you go to the 15-minute zone, 15 minutes area, 15 minutes area also we have identified a very beautiful. We have a rally, two base candles and a drop candle. So excellent zone. But 15 minutes might be excellent, but there could be chances that 5 minutes level the structure is not good. Many times we identified zones that are violated because the 5-minute candle structure is not good. So that is the reason why we have to monitor in 5 minutes. But here 5 minutes is also an excellent structure we identified. Very good structure. See here, within 15 minutes area, we have a rally candle, base candle and a beautiful drop candle. So the zone is looking an amazing zone, excellent zone. But unfortunately, what happened? This zone is easily violated. Maybe institutions would have cancelled their orders. In such kind of situation, we won't find any clues. Why they cancelled? Maybe different scenario because of the overall market scenario. That could be one reason. Or maybe there could be some other reasons they might be having, they might be knowing, but we may not be knowing. So that's why easily violated. Not even at least 1% level there is a resistance from here. Sometimes you know what happens, there will be some pending orders, prices may go down, not up to our target level, just very little, then again it will go, new demand they create and it will push and zone will be violated. Even such kind of price action also not happened in this zone. Look into 1 minute time frame, we will get some clues. See, 1 minute level, small rejection came. Very small. There are some pending orders, but 1 minute level only we can observe. After that, see, easily it is violated. Very minimal level it has given, but is not at all a considerable for us. So we can say the zone is just easily violated without much resistance. You can only observe some resistance from this zone at 1 minute level. And 5 minutes level, you not even you observe that. The 5 minutes level, we haven't observed anything. So this is the reason why you need to understand this is a valid stop order for us. That way Zydus Life has given 360 rupees loss for one future slot. And what is the negative ROI? Negative ROI is 0.31% minus 0.31%. Generally we accept, we take the risk up to 2% of our capital, but here we are able to fine tune up to only 0.31% level. That's why we got only a very small loss, 360 rupees. So that means today we got only two trades. One is sale, but sale is at 1 minute level. Those who can understand the concepts at 1 minute level, definitely you would have got a trade in sale. And those who observed the high liquidity zone, what to say, the price action, what I explained. So what is the high liquidity concept I explained? It is having the ability to create the new zones again and again and again, especially that you within the same area, that you observe only at 5 minutes level or 1 minute level, creating the zones within the same area. If it is at 15 minutes, 75 minutes, you may see at different areas within the daily area, you may see, may not be exactly same level, but within the daily area, maybe sometime in the middle of the zone, sometime near the distal line, sometime near the proximal line, keep on new zones will be created, 15-minute zones. But most of the times, 5 minutes high liquidity zone and 1 minute high liquidity zone, you will see almost within the same price area, maybe few points above or few points below. But within that area only, keep on creating the new zones. That is what you have seen clearly at 1 minute area. But every time when a new zone is created, you should slightly adjust your entry level. That is what you have to take care. So that is what we did, and exactly we got the entry today. That way sale got 19,600 rupees profit, but Zydus Life has given minus 360 rupees loss. It has given 360 rupees loss. So these are the two trades, high liquidity trades we identified from our previous list, from our Friday's list. So this is about the analysis part for the high liquidity zones generated in our Friday's report. Now let us generate demand and supply zones, stocks near demand and supply zones with the help of our NeoStock software. So let us generate stocks near demand and supply zones for all the time frames starting from yearly until 5 minutes time frame. So for yearly time frame, let us find the stocks near yearly demand zone. So no stocks are there. Similarly, for yearly time frame, let us find the stocks near yearly supply zone. Mostly you don't find. Next, let us change the time frame to half yearly. Let us find the stocks near half yearly demand zone. So we did not find any stocks for half yearly time frame. Let us find the stocks near half yearly supply zone. So only one stock we identified, that is UPL. So let me go back. For quarterly time frame, let us find the stocks near quarterly demand zone. So one stock identified, that is a HDFC Life. But remember, this is a pierced demand zone. So let's go back. For quarterly time frame, let us find the stocks near quarterly supply zone. So two stocks are identified. So let's go back. Let us change the time frame to monthly time frame. Let us find the stocks near monthly demand zone. And four stocks are filtered. Four stocks are near monthly demand zone. You just pause the video and you can study the parameters because I have to quickly go through all the time frames one by one. Let's go back. Monthly time frame. Let us find the stocks near monthly supply zone. So no stocks are filtered. Let's go back. Let us change the time frame to weekly. Let us find the stocks near weekly demand zone. So no stocks are filtered which are near weekly demand zone. Let me go back. For weekly time frame, let us find the stocks near weekly supply zone. Six stocks are filtered which are near to the weekly supply zone. So let's go back. Let me change the time frame to daily. Entry time frame is daily. Let us find the stocks near daily demand zone. Five stocks are filtered. Let us check high liquidity demand zones. This is Manappuram is pierced, so we can't select this stock. And next one is Sun TV. Sun TV is a high liquidity demand zone, but this is already tested once and also gave 3 rejections. So you should be very careful while fine tuning. You need to find a fresh 75-minute zone inside this. Or already tested 75 minutes, you need to find a fresh 15-minute zone. That is also allowed. Or if there are any price action clues, directly you can go to 15 minutes by bypassing the 75 minutes. If there is a price action clue, otherwise you should not take. You already know such kind of trades are called aggressive trades. Okay, these are all we have identified only one high liquidity zone from stocks near daily demand zones. Let's go back. For entry time frame daily, let us find the stocks near daily supply zone. So 5 stocks are filtered. Let us check the high liquidity supply zones. So we have HDFC Bank is there, high liquidity supply zone, but already one rejection is there. That means at lower time frame, 75 minutes time frame, already one zone might have been tested. SBI Life is already pierced, we can't plan trades. So that means we have identified only one high liquidity zone, that is HDFC Bank, which is having one rejection. So let's go back. Let us change the time frame to 125 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 125 minutes demand zone. So these 9 stocks are filtered. So let's go back. Entry time frame is 125 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 125 minutes supply zone. So these 8 stocks are filtered. Okay, let's go back. Let us change the time frame to 75 minutes. Entry time frame is 75 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 75 minutes demand zone. So 9 stocks are filtered. Let us find the high liquidity 75 minutes demand zone. We have Grasim already tested once and 2 rejections are there. IEX we cannot take because it is already pierced. And LIC Housing Finance is already tested 3 times. So do your analysis carefully. Find fresh 15-minute zone. And next one is sale. Sale already tested 4 times. Already we got an entry today. So you can plan only at 1 minute level because already 1 minute fresh zone is created. But remember, we have taken trade at sale high liquidity zone. That is 1 minute level high liquidity zone. But this is a demand zone. Okay, let's go back. Entry time frame is 75 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 75 minute supply zone. We have 3 stocks are filtered. Any high liquidity supply zones? So we haven't identified any high liquidity 75 minute supply zone from this list. So let's go back. Let us change the time frame to 25 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 25 minutes demand zone. 6 stocks are filtered. So let me go back. For 25 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 25 minute supply zone. So 1 stock is filtered. Let me go back. Let me change the time frame to 15 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 15 minutes demand zone. So 5 stocks are filtered. Let me go back. For 15 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 15 minute supply zone. These 7 stocks are filtered. Let's go back. Change the time frame to 5 minutes. Let us find the stocks near 5 minutes demand zone. So 8 stocks are near 5 minutes demand zone. Let me go back. For 5 minutes time frame, let us find the stocks near 5 minutes supply zone. So 9 stocks are filtered. So this is about the filtered list for finding the stocks near demand and supply zones for all the time frames starting from yearly until 5 minutes time frame. I hope this information is useful to you for your further study and analysis. Let us all meet again in our next video. Thank you.